When people think of elite Allied units from World War II, two names inevitably rise to the top: the British Special Air Service and the U.S. Army Rangers. Both were born out of a desperate need to strike at the Axis powers in ways conventional armies could not forged in the fires of war. These units were built from the ground up to be fast, ruthless, and unconventional. While their origins and operational styles diverged, the SAS and the Rangers shared more in common than most realize. The Special Air Service SAS emerged in 1941 thanks to one man's vision. David Sterling, a Scots Guards officer recovering from a parachuting accident, believed that small units of highly trained men could cause disproportionate damage behind enemy lines. Originally a deception unit known as L Detachment Special Air Service Brigade, the SAS rapidly transformed into an elite raiding force. Specializing in striking German and Italian airfields deep within the North African desert, their daring operations disrupted enemy supply lines and communications, earning them a reputation for audacity and precision behind enemy lines. The U.S. Army Rangers, meanwhile, were formed in 1942 as America looked to create its own elite infantry based on lessons from British commandos. Major William O. Darby, a driven and charismatic leader, organized the 1st Ranger Battalion with volunteers from across the U.S. Army. These Darby's Rangers would soon be at the tip of the spear in campaigns across North Africa, Sicily, Italy, and France. Elite status begins with elite training. For the SAS, that meant selection from among seasoned British troops with a proven track record. Candidates endured brutal conditioning, desert survival instruction, parachute jumps, sabotage training, and learned to live and fight far behind enemy lines, often in complete isolation. Ranger training was equally severe. The 1st Battalion trained with the British Commandos at Achnacarry Castle in Scotland, an experience infamous for its grueling pace, live ammunition exercises, and constant physical strain. Ranger candidates were expected to scale cliffs, conduct amphibious assaults, and master demolitions, night raids, and hand-to-hand combat. In both cases, the goal was clear: create small groups of fighters who could punch far above their weight. The SAS made its name through daring, unconventional raids. In North Africa, small groups of SAS commandos would parachute or drive behind enemy lines in modified jeeps, striking enemy airfields and supply depots. These raids often destroyed dozens of aircraft in a single night and sowed confusion across Axis rear areas. As the war moved to Europe, the SAS shifted focus to sabotage and reconnaissance missions in occupied France, Italy, and the Low Countries. Collaborating closely with the French resistance and local fighters, SAS teams targeted railway lines, bridges, and fuel depots, critical infrastructure that, when disrupted, slowed the German war machine. The U.S. Rangers, by contrast, were used more like elite assault infantry. At the disastrous Dieppe raid in 1942, Rangers served as observers. But by the North Africa and Sicilian campaigns, they were at the forefront of assaults, often spearheading amphibious landings. Their most legendary moment came on D-Day, June 6, 1944. Scaling the 100-foot cliffs of Pointe du Hoc under heavy German fire, Rangers silenced artillery batteries that could have decimated the landings at Omaha Beach. Later, they fought heroically in the Battle of Cisterna, though the operation ended in tragedy, with hundreds captured or killed after being cut off. While the SAS specialized in stealth and sabotage, the Rangers excelled in shock assault and elite infantry tactics. The SAS valued mobility above all else. In North Africa, they relied on heavily modified jeeps equipped with Vickers K machine guns. They carried explosives, pistols, Sten guns, and Fairbairn. Sykes knives traveling light with only what they could carry or strap to their vehicles, enabling swift and flexible operations in harsh desert conditions. Rangers were equipped with standard U.S. Army weapons like Montgomery rifles, Thompson submachine guns, and Browning automatic rifles, plus grenades and demolitions. For special missions, they used rope ladders, climbing gear, and satchel charges to assault fortified positions. Highly adaptable, they often modified or borrowed gear from allies or enemies to suit mission needs. Culturally, the SAS built a reputation for audacity, improvisation, and cold efficiency. Sterling's motto, "Who dares wins," embodied their fearless spirit. Even after Sterling's capture in 1943, the SAS persisted and evolved into a global model for modern special forces, inspiring tactics and mindset worldwide. The Rangers developed a fierce esprit de corps with the motto "Rangers lead the way," originating from AD Day order. Despite heavy losses, they consistently excelled in tough missions. Today, the SAS remains the UK's premier special ops force, while the 75th Ranger Regiment carries on the World War II legacy as an elite light infantry within U.S. Army Special Operations. Though the SAS and U.S. Rangers pursued different tactics during World War II, they shared an unyielding drive to confront the enemy boldly and unconventionally. The SAS excelled in covert sabotage, deep behind enemy lines, while the Rangers led from the front in some of the bloodiest Allied assaults of the war. Both units were forged from volunteers, men who embraced hardship, trained relentlessly, and demonstrated unmatched bravery. Whether assaulting fortified beaches or navigating hostile deserts under night cover, their daring actions revolutionized warfare and left a lasting legacy that continues to influence special operations forces worldwide.